How much can you really learn about someone from what they ate, or the stuff they used every single day? Well, it turns out quite a lot. Today, we're getting this really unique glimpse into the life of the Prophet Muhammad, not from some old chronicle, but through the actual food, drink, and personal items that shaped his day-to-day existence.
It's true for all of us, isn't it? The food in your fridge, the clothes in your closet, they all tell a story. They kind of reflect our culture, our values, our place in the world. So, what story do these simple belongings from 1400 years ago tell us?
Well, that very idea was at the heart of this recent and frankly fascinating exhibition in Dhaka. The title, The Seerah Through His Eyes, is a direct reference to the Seerah, which is the traditional biography of the Prophet. The goal here was to recreate a collection of items based on those historical accounts, giving visitors a physical, tangible connection to a past that can feel, super distant.
Okay, so let's jump in and explore what this exhibition actually showed. We're going to start with his favorite produce, then we'll get into main meals and drinks, take a look at some personal belongings, and finally, we'll kind of unpack the bigger meaning behind it all.
First up, let's talk about his favorite fruits and vegetables. This alone tells us so much about his connection to the natural world.
The exhibition showcased this incredible variety of fresh produce. Look at this list. We've got things like cucumbers, watermelon, dates, figs. This wasn't some diet of scarcity. It was a diet that clearly celebrated the natural abundance of the land around him.
And yeah, while the list is pretty long, the exhibition made a point to highlight a few specific favorites that are mentioned in tradition. Gourd, for example, was noted as a preferred vegetable. And of course, several different kinds of dates, a total staple food of the region, were also on display. All right, next up, the main meals. These were the staples of the dining table. So, the exhibition included symbolic versions of dishes like sea fish, mutton chotters, and various meats. You also see wheat bread, which was just a fundamental staple, and even a combined dish of chicken cooked with gourd. Hey, that links right back to the vegetables we just saw. Now, that last item on the list, tharid, might be a new one for you. It's a traditional dish, and you can think of it as a really hearty stew where pieces of bread are soaked in a meat broth. Including it gives you a very specific, almost literal taste of the regional cuisine. Okay, what about drinks and other foods? These were the things that complemented the meals, provided comfort, and sometimes even acted as cures. And here's where you see the full pantry. It's not just about basic survival stuff like water and salt. You have items like honey, olives, and black cumin, which really suggests that food was seen as both nourishment and medicine. It's a truly holistic approach. Just like with Tharhed, the exhibition also highlighted these two specific preparations. Talbina is a sort of comforting porridge made from barley, while nabib is a simple drink made by soaking fruit like raisins or dates in water. Simple, but so central to daily life.
Now let's move beyond the dinner table. The exhibition also included personal belongings, actual items of daily use.
What's really fascinating here is how these simple things point to core values. You have the miswak, which is a natural toothbrush that highlights a real emphasis on hygiene. The use of perfumes suggests an appreciation for beauty and just, being pleasant. And the turbans, of course, were a key part of his dress. And to add another layer of detail, the turbans weren't just random replicas. They were actually displayed in three specific colors: white, black, and green, that are mentioned in historical narrations. It just gives you a much more vivid mental image. So, what does this all mean? When you put it all together, what's the big picture behind this exhibition? The exhibition's name, The Seerah Through His Eyes, just perfectly captures the whole point. It's inviting us to experience his life story not as some distant text, but through the tangible, everyday things that he would have actually seen and used. This was a 3-day event put on by the organizers at Masjid Taqwa, and they had a very clear mission: to bridge the gap of centuries. By showing these items, they wanted to give people a direct connection to a lifestyle that was all about simplicity, humility, and a deep respect for the natural world. So in the end, this collection is so much more than just a historical list. It's really a window into a whole philosophy. And it leaves us with a pretty powerful question to think about. How do our own daily choices, the food we eat, the objects we own, how do they reflect our own deepest values today?